I did want to talk about,
Some more Halloween
I
stuff.
more Halloweeny stuff and unexpected because my brother I'd never heard of this movie. My brother just told me, "Hey, you want to go see this movie called The Substance?"
I
And
didn't see a trailer for that till after you mentioned it.
yeah,
I
well,
literally got like a trailer that same day,
you
and
never
I
heard of
was
it
like,
until I brought
"This
it
is."
up to you, right?
And so yeah, and then I saw the trailer and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, this is an odd.
The,
This looks like
the,
it's gonna be an awesome movie."
trailer doesn't even do it justice, man. You're gonna hear a lot of words like body horror. If you have seen any kind of reviews or anything about this movie, they're gonna go into the body horror aspect of it. The movie's called The Substance, an aging Hollywood star, Hollywood Walk of Fame. I think she has an award or like an Oscar in the past, that type of thing, played by Demi Moore. So she's getting up there in age, and what she's doing now is essentially like having a weekly show where she's just exercising, right? You have a star there and you're working out with her on the that's the whole vibe of it.
Like the '80s,
And
right? The
yeah, and the movie's
the
got like
jazzercise. Ah,
a certain
ah.
cheese to it. Doesn't take away from the experience at all. Like it only adds to it, to be honest. Like you could tell that was a choice. Stars Demi Moore, Margot Qualley. You have the producer who's played by Dennis Quaid, and this guy, like he kills it, man. You can't stand his face. Like there's something about the way
Dang.
he plays and plays it really well, man. You have the character who's aging, comes across this
Substance.
experimental, I guess you would call it, type of medication or treatment called the substance that's basically meant to make you young again. When she goes through it, it's essentially a younger, beautiful version of her, basically like, pops out of you. This is where the body horror starts to come in. You're going to spend 7 days as the older version, 7 days as a younger version. You got to make sure you switch. Remember, you are the same person, that type of thing. When the rules are broken, things start to happen, things start to go south, and it just goes banana. And it's the type of thing where I honestly thought it was going to end and then end and then end, and it doesn't. And usually when I say that, it's not really a good thing for a movie, but in this case, it's like they up it. They're like, no, we're not done yet. It keeps
Dang.
getting crazier and crazier, specifically with the body horror, until you have like the climax scene at the end where it goes off the wall, right?
Yeah.
And so it's that kind of experience. I really am interested in and want to hear like some interviews with her as far as like what was the ultimate theme behind the movie, or what was the choices there, and why the choices were made to make the movie the way they did. You can talk about like, body dysmorphia, maybe plastic surgery, natural beauty and that kind of thing, just kind of age gracefully. And like most great films do, you might have different opinions because they're that great. This is what I saw, that's what they saw. Again, it's just, if you're a horror fan,
Oh,
you
hold on.
definitely got to watch this movie. This is probably one of the more memorable, if not the most memorable movie I think I've seen all year. I would argue it's a great date night movie. Probably going to be one of my top films of the year. I loved it. The Substance, check that one out.